Here at Momentum Media Lafayette today, I am with...
You are here with To Die, IG platform, They Love To Die, originally from Lake Charles, now located in Lafayette. And I am presented with my fellow colleague here.
What's happening?
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I just make music. That's pretty much it. I mean, I record. Working on albums. I guess, do I plug my Instagram? Is that how you do these things now these days?
That is how you do these things.
Yeah,
go for it.
I'm on Instagram. I am Devin Taylor on pretty much everything. And I just have Apple Music everywhere. I mean, I don't know.
Are you not on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube, yeah. Devin Taylor on YouTube. Got some content. Go check it out. It's cool. It's cool stuff.
Okay, cool. So wait. Be more specific. What content? What's happening?
So I got a lot of music videos out, but I am just returning back to music. I took like a 4-year kind of break and focus on other things in life for a little while, and then now I'm coming back. I've been in the studio working on a project that I don't even have a name for yet, but it's just it's coming together. It's in the early stages, and we got some stuff coming out. Kind of following that process, working with you, of course, and just it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a different dynamic than I've ever done before, so it's gonna be exciting.
So this is Devin's first time in my studio, but he has been in Vibe Studio quite a bit. That's out there in Prairieville with none other than, what's his full name again?
Ty. I just call him Ty.
I know, but his full name is so cool because Taivu, right?
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
I just think that's awesome. Like,
sometimes those names can sound different than what they actually are, like what they look like. But
Ty, you should see this man behind the keyboard. He's just
insane.
Yeah. He's been at it a while though, huh? Like he said, like 15 years or something like that. So
yeah.
And what's new with you, friend?
Well, obviously today's a new day. I lie.
Correct.
But honestly, diving into more or less my artistic and creative process. I'm working on a project. Like Dev, we have concepts, but we don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's in the works. But definitely diving into my passion a little bit more, diving into the social media game a little bit more. Working on starting my YouTube channel, and I have a couple of things that I'm working on at the moment that I'm taking pride in right now. Future business model for To Die Media, working on helping to make a positive impact through social media, and just enjoying life at the same time. So definitely catching that momentum.
Okay. I love when people use that word. You know that already, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I know the life of an artist in a different way. I'm not a music artist. So could one of you speak on? I feel like the topic is consistency because the both of you are kind of like getting back into it, right?
Yeah.
So.
Honestly, when it comes to doing music or anything that you're passionate about, you want to have some type of love for it. A lot of people, they want to create music to make quick change or, to just do it, you know what I'm saying? But if you genuinely love it, doing it won't be as bad. Because we all do things outside of here, like, that we don't want to do ultimately. But the main thing that I would just say is just, you got to keep going. And slow motion is better than no motion at all.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be times where it looks a little slow. I've taken my breaks away from, my music career and, going after that. But, obviously things happen for a reason. You never want to put anything to the side, but sometimes life happens. So you just keep going. You do what you love. You do it with a passion. You do it with fire. You do it your way. You do it authentically because you were created authentically, ultimately. And the more you continue to put yourself out there, even when it's difficult, even when you feel like you're not being seen, even when you feel like, it's not paying off, there's this thing called a compound effect. Every action doesn't go unseen ultimately. And, you know, as long as you're doing something that's acclimated towards that vision that you have, you're gonna be good ultimately. And that's my segment on this for
well,
Yeah, I mean,
I ask because it's been on my mind too. I'm like, man, I need some kind of routine. I need to get back to doing this, or I need to stay on this more.
Yeah.
And last time I was in the studio with Dev, he kind of he was mentoring someone. We had a guest in the studio with us, and he said he told her basically, he was like, don't get into music if you don't love it. Don't get into music if you don't love it. Like, that's
you gotta learn to like love what you're doing first, and because you know she's young, and like she came to the studio for the first time. It's the first time she's ever been in a real recording studio, and she's seen the process for the first time. She's seen like all these like different ways that we do things, and when you first came with me, you saw a lot more of the vocal recording session where we said the same thing and I sang the same thing over and over and over and over again until we had enough tracks to comp with, which is, and when I told her, I was like, you know, if you don't love what you're doing and you don't have a passion for it, and your whole goal is just to make money off of it, which is where I think a lot of people struggle with, because, you know, the music business is not one of those ones where, I mean, some people get lucky, but most people, it takes a long time before you even really start seeing any kind of dollars on it. It's not something you can just jump into and, you know, immediately make a lot of money, you know, have the cars, have the jewelry and all that kind of stuff, you know. So I was basically telling her, it's like, you know, if your whole goal is to go into it just to make money, you're going into it with the wrong headspace. But if you go into it excited to create stuff and excited to make something that is true to yourself, right, then people will gravitate towards that kind of content, that kind of music, and whatever you're doing, have it be music or photography or anything, you know, they'll gravitate towards something that's more organic and natural than they will something that's forced. And that's kind of what I was getting at with her, is like, because, you know, she's young and I get it, and, you know, I think she's still in high school or something, but
she is. And
you know, sometimes you just got to do what's true to yourself, and then when you do that, that creates consistency. Right, back to kind of what you were talking about earlier. Like when you stay true to yourself, you feel like you want to be more consistent. Because I was telling him, like, kind of the story of like being a part of like a major, you know, record label or stuff like that, is that it becomes really taxing on the artist when you feel like you don't have a lot of the creative rights that you want or that you feel like you deserve, right? Because ultimately there's other people that make the decisions for you, right? Like you can't just create a song. Like I was telling him, like when you're with the label like that, you can't make a song today and release it tomorrow. Like it goes into a huge organization, and a bunch of people got to sign up on stuff, and you know, if you're passionate about it though and you're independent, it makes that part of it easier, right? But does that make sense? I don't know. Just trying to
yeah.
Hey, who's the girl? Who's the girl that y'all saw, or who's the girl that you were mentoring?
Ariel.
She's that's your cousin.
She's my cousin. Well, she's like a second or third cousin on like my dad's side, and her mother reached out and was like, "Hey, you know, I see you're doing this and that," and that's actually how we went. She recommended you to me, and then I told her, because I remembered that a while ago, like this is while like I was kind of in my hiatus. She had like asked me some questions, and I told her, I was like, you know, I'm not really doing music right now. I haven't really been in a recording studio in a while, and I've been taking a break. And then now that I'm back and I'm trying to make a project and I'm putting things together, I invited her to come and just check it out to see if it is something she wants to pursue, because it's one of those things where it seems like it's fun, and then you get into it, and then, you know, if you don't like it, again, if you're not passionate about it, it could be very, very boring, and it can be something that you never knew that you didn't want to do. You know, does that make sense?
Repetitive, frustrating,
it could be frustrating. Like some people see musicians and they think it's just always fun. Sometimes it's late hours in the studio and tons of recording, blowing your vocals out. I've done that before. Singing through strep. I mean, sometimes it can be taxing on yourself, but. You know, that's why it's important to love what you're creating.
Yeah, the creative process is something else. I mean, touch on what you said earlier, like that authentic side, you know, the beauty of music is that it unifies people together. You know, if you can create something that atones to someone, or if you can make them feel good, and if you can make them feel seen, then you succeeded with your music.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, one of my biggest idols, obviously, is Drake. But, you know, he, Drizzy, Champagne Poppy, I lie. But,
one of my favorite artists I've ever seen live, by the way.
bro, it was crazy, dude. I went live, dude. I went in 2024.
I was there.
For real,
I swear to God, I was there with J. Cole.
Yes, bro. Oh my God.
You guys are you're speaking on a vibe. I want to speak about the vibe that we had that night that we were shooting those music videos.
Oh,
you remember?
Goodness. Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I told you about that, but we shot, what was it, 3 videos in one day.
Yeah.
Nice.
And for one of them, we went downtown. And when I tell you, like, he was doing his thing, like, they were laser focused, but everybody around was just like, what, you know, and it was a party on the street. They were hopping in the video. They were like, what's that? You know, like, hollering from across the street, you know, like,
I'll
what's
shoot a music
that?
video right now for one of the songs that we recorded, and it's not even done yet.
Bet?
It's crazy,
Bet?
dude.
I will, I
Bet?
swear. While I'm here. I mean, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
It's a dope experience, bro. It's like you catch the real reactions of like
people.
Everybody walking around and like, you know, having my girl in there, and then like having that whole vibe just set up, having us do take after take after take. But it was so fun.
Yeah.
And I was low key, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting frustrated a little bit because we had some really good takes, and like we was getting frustrated a little bit.
But it was the artist. It was his vision. He was like, no, we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
It was the vision of what I wanted to bring to life.
We were out there till midnight, but hey.
We were out there till midnight.
Sounds so fun, actually.
I was sweating.
So, like,
he had to put in the work, man. That was a crazy night.
So, like, one of the music videos we shot out here, I was telling him about it. Matter of fact, the place where we shot it is right down the street from the studio here.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a lot of stuff out here downtown. We walked up and down the street on, is it Main Street or something like I don't know what the main street
We have a Main
called.
Street. We have Vermilion.
It's like where all the bars are.
Vermilion.
It was Jefferson then.
Jefferson.
It was Jefferson.
Okay.
Yeah, Jefferson is the main one.
So we happened to be shooting on a day where it just seemed like nobody was around, which for us it was okay, but like I would have much preferred to like, you know, get some people in there with us, like, you know, have some fun and create kind of like an organic scene. But I can definitely understand what you're getting at when it's like you can get frustrated really easily because we, like that day when we shot down here during the day was like, it was a 14 or 15 hour shoot day because we shot scenes here while it was sunlight. And then we rushed to downtown Baton Rouge to shoot other scenes from behind this like nightclub that's down there.
Yeah.
And then we came back here at like 2 a.m. to shoot some finishing scenes at the Airbnb we were at down here. But I definitely get what you mean because like you want everything to be perfect. Like I can show you some clips of like behind the scenes because there's a fight scene in this video where like we're so tired like you can't even. We're trying to like do these coordinated stunts and these coordinated fighting scenes and one of the times I accidentally punched the guy, like for real.
Where do
like
I get this? I can clip this. It's on YouTube?
I can send you the clip. Yeah,
okay.
It's a funny little clip, but because like
clip gonna pop up right here.
Yeah, right here.
We did
right there.
Yeah, we did this fight scene like 100 times, and like we were like doing real stunts, and I didn't have a stunt double, so it was like he picks me up and like throws me to the ground kind of thing. And he's not like throwing me hard, like, but like doing it 100 times, like after like my whole back was all scratched up and everything like that, and then after that I was like all right, I'm exhausted, but then we still had to travel back to Lafayette for like an hour ride back to Lafayette to shoot the ending scenes because like we had like SFX and I had makeup on. I think I showed you a clip where like, I pulled the little makeup thing off me. That was here. And
also clipping.
Yeah, it was so exhausting, and like at the end of the night, like I think everybody just passed out at the Airbnb, and I think we were only supposed to have like 3 people there, but we had.
They were like, "No, I'm not going anywhere."
Everybody found something soft to lay on and just fall asleep.
I cannot move.
it was a lot of fun, but I do understand what you mean. Where like you can get aggravated, and you can be like, "Man, I just don't want to do this anymore." Like, but then you keep going, and then it comes out, and you look back on it, and then it's all fun and games at this point now. But like in the moment, I was like, man, I could die to just go home and just lay down with my dog in the bed or something like that. But
my goodness, dude, bro, like I guarantee you, the time where I got frustrated and she saw it, like that was probably the most perfect take that we had, like up until the point, like because we had reached the latter part. We had reached the latter part, and somebody saw me. They recognized me. They dapped me up, but I didn't know. They didn't know that I was in the middle of shooting the video. They didn't know that I was in the middle of doing something. So I was I was really passionate about that specific one. And I was so frustrated afterwards because I was telling my girl, I was like, man, that was the one. Like, strictly that was the one. I felt like that was the tape that was going to set it off. And I just remember walking back and I like caught like an epiphany. And I was just like, you know what? It happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Happened for a reason. You know, we're just going to keep doing it.
We'll do another one.
Yeah, we're going to do another one. And about like 10 more takes. Took a little minute, but that whole day was definitely magical. You know, I feel like any day where, you know, you put something towards the vision that you want to build and you see the vision in your mind like really come to life, like after everything is done, like the work and all the hours that you put in and the sweat and all this effort, frustration, but then you see like the finished artwork and it came out great. And so shout out to Kris again. You know, shout out to Kris. Shout out my dog Shamar Shazam. He ain't here with us
Need
today.
Need to see those. Like I'm excited.
Definitely.
You got one dropping when?
I got Redemption dropping next week on the 7th. Music video should come a little bit after that. So y'all stay tuned. Definitely excited about Baby Girl. So that might be a birthday release. We'll see what we cook up with that one. But yeah, definitely a fun night for sure.
Yeah, we do need to do that again.
Facts.
I wish we could have made the hill work.
Dude,
I wish we could have made the hill work.
Oh my god, bro, my girl was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
Maya was saying the same thing. She was like, man, I wish we could have made.
We just caught it too late.
Yeah,
caught it way too late.
It was like way too late. Bugs
we had about like 10 minutes. Well, we had like 10. We had like 10 minutes of daylight, maybe. So yeah, just not the right time.
But it still came out great though.
No, I love it. And I love the way that he was like, okay, nope, that's fine. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna do this.
You gotta improvise.
To each his own, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta look. You gotta make it happen.
It's not working. Plan B. There's no plan B. Make a plan B.
You gotta make it.
Make a plan B. Devin, what you got going on? Any releases planned yet, or are we still just
nothing
working?
yet? It's just all production. I mean, it's just. I mean, I have like 2 songs. I have maybe 4 or 5 songs. I was just showing him a couple of like just ones that I've just had sitting for a while that never made it to the previous project.
Gotta be released, by the way.
Are fun songs, but really, I'm just trying to like. When I create a project, what I do is I go in and I try to create like 15 to 20 songs, and then I'll narrow it down to like, you know, maybe just 15 of them to put on the final project, and that way I have a full body of work that I can, you know, play off of, or even later release like the extra 5 that didn't make it to the main project, and just like kind of have a schedule release for those. But right now we're just in early production. It's just a lot of writing, a lot of time in the studio. I mean, I'm expecting to have like 150 hours in the studio to get everything completely done the way I need it to be done, or the way I want it to sound. And even then, like I was telling him earlier, like, you know, sometimes it's, as artists, we're perfectionists. We want it to be perfect, right? But like even now I have songs out that are on live on Apple Music and live on Spotify that if I could go back and record just one vocal one time a different way, I would 100% do it. But so right now it's just early production. I don't have anything really like planned as far as set in stone dates or anything for music videos. But I definitely know I want to do at least 3 music videos for this project, and then release like 2 singles and then 1 video with the album when it comes out, kind of thing.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, any music videos planned, but okay, not just yet. Just getting back into it. So that's okay.
I have some ideas, but I got to make sure it's with the right song. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could be convinced to shoot a music video today, so
yeah,
it'd be fun.
Hey, that's up to y'all.
I like the vibe down here in Lafayette. It's different than Baton Rouge. I mean, a lot of my stuff has been either in Baton Rouge or like between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Lafayette's a different kind of animal. You know, I've only shot here once. When we were here, I was like, this place, I love this place. I love Lafayette.
You just miss Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I know. But there's beads everywhere, so I mean, we can play with some.
Yeah, there are beads everywhere.
I saw some in the tree when I pulled up. I was like,
that's why I got this. I literally picked this up. I was just walking on the street outside, and I was like, that's cute. Yeah. I like that one.
I'm thinking of like this idea of For Thinking About You, because you've heard the song, and she's obviously heard the song. Like, I don't know. Now my mind's moving. Maybe I'll have to wait until we're off camera to talk about this. Yeah. I think it'd be kind of fun.
exclusive information. Chat.
Yeah, I was about to leak
He didn't
a
say.
lot.
He didn't say anything.
Leak all the
Well,
sauce.
all right. So then let's wrap it up before we say too much. Then.
I mean, we can keep going. I mean, I'm having
Right.
fun. This is a vibe.
All right. What you got?
Are we wrapping up or are we keeping going?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
Let's
think.
talk about the Drake show.
Well,
Let's
wait.
talk about the Drake show. Oh
I
my
think we
goodness.
should. You know what I think we should do? We probably won't have time for a whole music video, but what we can do is I could get some clips, like we were doing in the studio, where like I record
Behind
you
the
and then
scenes or, like, kind of-
but I set it to your music. I set it to your music,
We can do that.
and then you have a story.
Yeah, we can. I'm down to create. Like, we got a lot of time left in the day. I'm off today, so I mean, like,
Let's get a little something
I'm
started.
here.
All right, what's your sign off?
My sign off.
Gotta think of it on the fly. Come on, you gotta freestyle this one.
Nah, you good.
Go ahead
Alright,
and
I got it.
give us a little ditty. You know, like a
A
little.
little ditty.
Not that ditty. But, you know, like the ditty, like the
I will beat the allegation.
The musical.
For anyone that's for any artist, any version of a creative, no matter what niche you're in, no matter what you're doing, do it to the best of your abilities. Do it with freedom. Do it with love. Do it with passion. There's going to be opinions from all over the world, but guess what? You had a purpose before anybody had an opinion. Keep going. Keep striving. Keep fighting. Keep shining. Keep working. Keep grinding. Keep doing you. And you'll find it.
Okay.
But all seriousness though, wish that was serious. But just keep going, keep being you. The world needs more people like you, and the world needs you because you're the only version of you that can produce what the world needs. So, keep going. And that's my tea off. That's my
That's
talk
your tea.
for today.
That's the tea. That's the tea.
That's the tea talk for today.
Dad, what's your sign
I
off?
don't know if I can top that.
I-
I mean, I guess my sign off is just, love is the key. I mean, you just gotta always be kind to one another. I mean, the golden rule means a lot. So, whatever you're doing in life, make sure you do it with love, and then it'll come back to you. So, that's it.
Like my little light here. Be the light.
Be the light.
Be the
Be the
light.
light.
Be the light.
I love lights.